What's going on, guys? Roll Tide, and welcome to the Final Whistle post-game show, the Ivory Room, your Alabama post-game room where we talk about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I'm your host, Lucian Graves, the Final Whistle Network, here with one of the main Avengers, Van Edwards. We might have some other guys joining us tonight. We might not. We're going to keep this short. So here we go. Van, thoughts?
Well, to give I'm trying to keep this at least PG-13. I'm not real happy, Lou. I'm not happy with the effort. There again, zero pass rush. Feels like last year. Felt like we had linebackers making business decisions just like last year. O-line did not look improved to me. If Jaden Roberts is out of concussion protocol, where's he at? Seems like he should have been going. Quarterback play was sub, but I mean, he was running for his life most of the time. I mean, Ryan Williams apparently can't catch anymore. Of course, he was double catching last year. Where do we go from here? What do we do, Lou?
Well, shit. I mean, shit. There's not really a whole lot. There's not really a whole lot we can say. Like,
no,
there's no longer fight in the Alabama Crimson Tide. Like, there's a fight in us as a fan base. There's fight in the alumni, but there just doesn't seem to be any fight in that damn locker room. I have seen some of the most embarrassing play from guys that got elected captains by their teammates in a long time. Like, we got a guy on the outside who, if you watch this channel, you know that we already don't like this dude. But 20 can't set an edge to save his life last year. I don't know what the hell made them think this year was going to be any different. But in every single highlight, you've seen 20 jogging after the ball. It's like, if that's the best effort we got, fellas, then something's got to change.
Gonna be a long
Whether
season.
that's schematically, personnel-wise, because damn, that shit was disrespectful. And the fact that Deontay Lawson's getting blown up in his fifth year or however many years he's been on campus, getting blown up by Roydell Williams, his former teammate, in the hole, like, it's disrespectful. Offensively, I mean, they didn't do anything to get us out of our game except for out-physical us. And I don't think you could say that about too many Alabama football teams, that we got out-physical. We got out-physical at every single point of the game. I don't think there was a player that won their battle at all today as far as doing their damn job when they were supposed to do it. Stupid-ass penalties, costly penalties from players that have been playing football for years that are, like, supposed to be going to the draft. Damani Jackson, James Smith, like, what the hell? I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then the fact that there was no adjustment between first half and second half, and then, like, trying to stop what their offense was doing. Like, their offense wasn't doing anything, like, mysterious. They're running it to the outside like they did last year to kill our defense. Zero pass rush, which was absolutely embarrassing. We said that this week, that we needed to have a pass rush to be successful, or else, and it wasn't even our secondary getting beat. Our secondary wasn't even affected, but a few plays in the game, it was flat out our front seven got outplayed, they got out hustled, they got out tough, man. And the fact that everyone's gonna say, well, we didn't have Tim Keenan. Well, having Tim Keenan ain't gonna make that big of a damn difference when the other six guys on our front seven are playing like pussies. And that's flat out what this was. Like, we're getting out muscled by an ACC team that went 2-10 last season. Regardless of who the hell they added to the roster, we did not play like we were the Alabama Crimson Tide. I also felt like, and I'm going to harp on this too. Yet everyone's going to say Ty played a good game. I think that Ty Simpson played timid. I don't understand why everybody on this team played hurt. He didn't play with the grit that I thought he was going to come in, that I expect a fourth-year guy to come in and play with. He played indecisive. When he was running the ball, he wasn't sure with what he was doing. It's like, dude, you're making freshman mistakes and you've been here how long? It's unacceptable. And honestly, this falls on three people. It falls on Kalen DeBoer, most of all, for not having his shit in a row. It also falls on Ryan Grubb for not making sure his offense, and especially the wide receivers and the tight end, can't catch a pass to save their life. And the defensive coordinator, Kane Womack, and not making sure our guys can tackle, specifically our linebackers. I don't know how many times we saw freaking even the great Quay Russo, who was said to be the most physical specimen on our team. He was taking a ride for at least 8 times on our defense. So no one played on our defense. There wasn't a bright spot at all. Like, the linebacker play is absolutely fucking terrible. And I don't care if you can – it's fucking terrible. It's disrespectful. Like, I don't even know what I just saw. It looked like two tight ends playing out there. And even when the Kyle Green got out there, they all played confused. It's like, y'all been playing college football 4 years, and y'all look like freshmen. If that's how you're going to play, then put the damn freshmen out there. Exactly. I'd at least like effort, because the fact that I saw so many of our upperclassmen jerseys turn running towards the ball, it's embarrassing. Flat out embarrassing. Kane Womack, embarrassing. Your scheme today sucked. I don't know why you didn't rotate guys in to actually stop the run that was going between the tackles. We got beat up between the tackles. I don't know why we didn't see more Jeremiah Beeman. Not really sure what that was, especially if you don't have linebackers that are going to come up and fill, like we didn't have. Lawson doesn't come up and fill. He gets run over. And I don't know what the hell Justin Jefferson's trying to grab, but this isn't the SEC football, and we hit. And the fact that you're wearing Reuben Foster's 10, you might as well go ahead and take that off, because you don't deserve to wear that shit, in my opinion. Linebacker play was an F. Defensive line play was an F. Offensive line play was absolutely an F. I don't know where we need to get a new right tackle, Wilkin Formby. I think we might need a whole new right side of our offensive line, because Wilkin Formby and Gino, whatever his name, Vandermark, they flat out sucked.
Yep.
Caden Proctor, you need to figure it out, dude. You need to figure it out. Everyone's calling you a top 10, overall lottery pick, but you just got blown up for 2.5 sacks in the opening game against a team that wasn't even freaking ranked, with a whole bunch of transfers from Big Ten schools. So, yeah, and as far as our wide receivers, Rico Scott played very well.
Yeah.
Jeremy Bernard, he had his moments, but he also had his moments where it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Ryan Williams, hope he's all right, praying for the kid, but dude, catch the ball. Like, this double catching shit is not going to work at this level. People are going to hit you, and you don't have any weight to you. So when you get hit, you're going to feel it. I'd also like to see, since all those wide receivers weren't getting separation, I didn't see any Cole Adams. I don't know what the hell that was. Barely saw any rotation on depth. I saw Derek Meadows out there. And honestly, if that's the best Ty Simpson's got, I think this quarterback competition might be far from over, because, even when he was free to make decisions, he wasn't making good, solid decisions. And that, to me, is a red freaking herring. DeBoer, you got some work to do. You're on the hot seat, dude, because if you don't get this shit figured out, your ass is going to find yourself fired by the end of the season, as well with our defensive line coach, our defensive coordinator, and probably every coach that's coached the linebackers, because that shit was the most sorriest performance I've seen in Alabama history in the last 20 years.
I've been bitching about the D-line coach for years. Straight up. And I keep hoping for improvement. I'm not seeing it. Where's the player development? I don't understand. We're recruiting the stars. That's great. Where's the players at?
But we're not recruiting the stars in the defensive front.
Right. We get them everywhere else.
We're not. I mean, apparently not in the outside linebacker room and not in the freaking defensive line room.
Right.
Because I don't even think that dude never felt pressure at one point today, except for when our freaking safety came up and put pressure
Sam
on
had
him.
to come up and
If
get
our
the sack.
safety has to come up and put pressure on him, like that's just sorry, Kane. That's bullshit. Like for an Alabama team to go out there and show their ass like that, it's flat out fucking embarrassing.
Yep.
And I don't like having to defend that bullshit, and I'm not going to.
Nope.
Like that's on y'all. Y'all explain that to people why you showed your ass. Y'all explain why y'all played soft ass football. Y'all need to explain that shit to people. Because I'm not going to sit up here and defend y'all because that was some sorry ass bullshit, and I don't stand behind that.
Let me ask you something, Luke.
You let your players give up. You let your players get away with not executing. I saw you make a few faces, but brother, if that's the way you're going to get down, then you need to hightail your ass up out of fucking Titletown, because that's not how it is down here. You need to put some emotion. You need to hold your players accountable, and most importantly, you need to freaking pull your captains by their freaking face masks and say, "Look, lead this damn team, or take that freaking C off." Deontay Lawson, Ty Simpson, Parker Brailsford. I know Tim Keenan wasn't out there, but there's some other guys. Justin Jefferson. Y'all played in Ja Latham. I don't know what the hell you're even doing on the field. And I'm going to stand by this, dude. You just flat out suck. You don't need to be out there. You're a freaking liability. And every single highlight they had in the first half was number 20 trailing the play. Sorry ass shit. Sorry.
Well, let me ask you this, Lou. After today's game, how many positions would be up for battle right now? How many guys would be at risk to lose their jobs? I think I know the answer, but I want to hear from you. How many guys?
To me?
Yes.
Every single fucking one of them.
That's what I thought.
There wouldn't be a starting position up right now. The only person I'd say who retained their freaking pecking order, if didn't move up, was Rico freaking Scott. Everybody else on the team is called into question. Our guards got their ass whooped. Our center got his ass whooped. Our tackles got embarrassed. I don't know what the hell Wilkin Formby was doing. Yeah, I see you guys say Bernard. Bernard played a great game, but he also made some very blatant mistakes that cost us. And for him to be a leader in that room, that's some costly stuff that we can't have. And I'm not going to forgive him on that. Yeah, it's yeah, and especially I'd open up the quarterback competition because the offense was just stagnant.
Yeah, and it felt that way.
Even when he did have time.
Even when he had time, you never felt like that big play was coming throughout the whole game. It just never felt like it was there. And we need a spark. We needed a spark during the game. And if they're not willing to do something during the game, maybe going forward we will. There's no way. We got what, South Alabama next week, or what is it we play next week? I'm so mad I can't.
That's a good question, Vin. Hold on. I got the schedule somewhere in here.
Well, while you're looking at that, I'm going to say this. As a fan, it's never fun to lose a ball game. I understand it. We've been through some losses before. It's how you lose, man. If you put up a fight and that other team just outplays you, I can live with that, right? We weren't in the ball game past the first touchdown. We got our asses whipped. That wasn't a close ball game. Don't even let the score indication fool you. It felt worse than the, 14 points that it was.
I mean, there was no disrespect addressed today at all. Like,
you let that quarterback talk shit all off season, and what'd you go out and do and prove to him that he was right? That's all you done.
You just let them send a message that we're just a soft ass football team, and I think I don't know.
It feels like it.
I
They
I'm
didn't do
being very
anything today to
reserved right
change that
now.
opinion.
I'm being very reserved right now. Yeah, this team has absolutely
After a little bit of
no
panic,
nuts.
I mean, we just abandoned it. You know,
Like, I'm not sure. Like, so my question is this a culture effect that's going on at Alabama? Is it a personnel issue? Because I personally think it's a personnel issue. I think that they're leaning more on the upperclassmen early on because they have experience. I think we need to lean less on experience and lean more on actual ability because experience ain't getting us shit besides penalties and our ass whoops.
that was
Think that
another
there's
thing, and I'm
better
glad you brought
offensive
that up.
linemen. I think there's better offensive linemen. I think there's definitely better offensive linemen. I think there's better young players at every position that played today. I'm LT Overton, dude.
Mm,
You were a no-show again, so I'm not really gonna stand and defend on anything. James Smith, no-show. Quay Russo, no-show. These guys that we're depending on to run our defensive line were absolute no-shows. And yeah, Caden Proctor giving up 2.5 sacks in your opening game to your draft year is not going to pan well for you in the draft if you keep this up. So, yeah, the sideline sucked. Lifeless. I felt that Kalen DeBoer lost control of this team. He needs to get it back, or his ass is going to be on the unemployment line, or we're going to send his ass back to the FCS schools because when you get to this level, you actually have to have control and some balls behind you to do some shit because what we've watched out the last season and coming into this season was absolutely embarrassing. I know as an Alabama fan, I can speak for the entire nation, said this is the worst defense I think I've ever seen. We're pissed, but we're absolutely not going to defend you. And I'm not going to sit up here and say you did anything great today or anything good for that matter. And I honestly don't give a shit what you have to say as far as media goes. You need to go to the locker room, keep what you got to say short, and get your shit together because that was absolutely embarrassing. And for an Alabama coach to go out there and just lay an ass like that, it's the first time since 2001 we've lost on freaking opening day. It's embarrassing. It's honestly despicable with how highly you talked about your team because now you just look like a big fat liar. Everything you said, oh, the offensive line's Joan, lies. We got running backs that can make noise, lies. Our quarterbacks making great decisions, lies. Our tight ends can catch the ball. Our wide receivers can catch the ball. I mean, one or two of them could. Our defensive line could stop people. No. We could get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know why the fuck he even said that shit. There was absolutely no pressure except for by safety. But I'm done talking about it, Van. You got anything else?
I'm glad you brought up a couple of things, and I'll keep it short and sweet because I don't think we're really in the mood to talk about it. I don't think anybody's in the mood to hear about it. Everything that needed to be said was showed out on the field today. Penalties, stupid penalties again. Just stupid penalties in key moments. 4th and 1, delay a game, false start, what have you. I don't even understand. Like, they didn't look motivated to me. They didn't look fired up. They looked scared getting off the bus. I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna wear that jersey and represent what Alabama stands for, you go out and fight, man. I've seen teams with terrible records that put up more fight than this from Alabama. I've seen teams that went 3-9 play better defense than I've seen this team play defense. It's about the fight, man. Like, fans forgive losses. I forgive losses. I've sit through some bad losses, bad seasons. We all have. But fight. It didn't feel like they fought. At any point in this game, there was no fight in this team. And we seen a little bit of that last year. And y'all ain't doing nothing to make me think that this ain't just going to be the new normal for Alabama under this group. So, yeah, man, there's not a lot for me to say. And there again, I'm trying to keep my temper down because we're cutting the video. Man, what the hell did we just watch?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know our guys let us down.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to be positive. It's hard to even talk. I mean, I don't got really anything positive to say about this shit. I'm not gonna paint the fence white when it needs to be absolutely destroyed in black. But the boy really needs to look at himself in the mirror after this slap in the face, and he needs to figure out if he really wants to coach in the SEC or not. Because this shit is absolutely disrespectful in so many ways, and we're not gonna stand for that shit. They'll fire your ass in a heartbeat. I mean, it's just not. It's not what it should be, and I fully don't support our offensive and defensive line for that matter. I feel like our offensive line needs to play the damn freshmen and quit pussyfooting around. If Jaden Roberts is healthy, then he needs to freaking play. And if Gino Vandermark beat him out and Gino Vandermark's shitty, then we need to play a younger guy. We recruited talented offensive linemen in the freaking recruiting, so they need to be given a chance, because what I just saw today is a whole bunch of slow people that don't want to play football on both sides. Our linebackers not only look slow, they look like they didn't even want to play football. Like they look like I don't even know what they look like. Like they look like back when Ohio State trounced us when Maurice Clarett was, or not Maurice Clarett, when Ezekiel Elliott was in town. Like,
yeah,
like Lawson got blown up in the hole so many times. Justin Jefferson was grabbing the ankles the whole time. Like, what are we doing as our inside linebacker coach? Like, Chuck, what is that shit? Like, it was Jahai Campbell just that damn good? Like, he was obviously that good, because what we just saw today is 3 linebackers that have played college football for 4 years all go out there and get absolutely exposed. Absolutely exposed. Outplayed, out-physicaled, and it looked like they didn't want to be there. And if you don't want to be there, then that's fine. Then we need to find some players that do. And I think we got some young players that are hungry, and I think that's going to be the key to this season. I think it's going to be like 2017-18, where we need to start rolling out the freshmen in some of our bigger positions and see what happens, because the shit was sorry.
That's my thing. I understand the coaches. I understand the coaches can't play the game for them, but if they're not going to go out there and do their job, it's your job to get somebody in there that will. And we act like we're scared to pull certain upperclassmen out of the team and sit their ass and put somebody else in. And what do we got to lose at this point? We just took a 14-point ass whipping to Florida State, unranked Florida State, to open the season. There should not be no one safe on this team whatsoever.
Like, who in the fuck keeps putting out John Latham on the field like this is a good idea? I don't know how many times everybody on my show and every other Alabama show has to question our coaching staff. Like, what the hell are you guys doing putting 20 out there on the field? When the offenses see that, they're going to attack him.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. But for some reason, the last 2 seasons, our coaching staff acts like that is not a basic staple for offenses to attack Alabama. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a staple for offenses to attack Alabama. Florida State just made freaking John Latham's highlight film on what not to do on how to freaking hold outside contain, what not to do when a quarterback's running at you, what not to do when a pitch game coming at you. He gave you a book on what not to do. He didn't give you shit on what to do as outside contain. And did Gus Malzahn not expose that? Oh, he's seen that vein and exposed the shit out of it.
And it's not like Gus is doing anything we've never seen before. I mean, that's a one-trick pony that was played out years ago, man. I mean, let's be honest here. He's not breaking new ground. I don't understand.
We knew he was going to run the ball.
Yes.
We said he was going to run the ball. If we said it on our show and the coaches didn't freaking know that, then somebody's getting paid all too much money to coach football at the Power 5 level. Because Gus Malzahn is going to run the football with his quarterback. He's going to run the football in between the tackles.
Yes, that's
the
what
fact
he does.
that Alabama was like, they're going to run the football in between our tackles, especially with Keenan hurt. Like, you.
I've said it for years, and I'm going to continue to say it. If my linebackers don't smoke cigarettes on the sidelines and listen to the last Mr. Big, I don't want them on my team. You got to have a certain mentality as a linebacker. I don't care about your
It ain't even that. It ain't even that.
I want meanness, man.
I need meanness. Like, there ain't a single mean dude that presented himself. You know what? Keon Sabb is mean. Keon Sabb is mean. Number 3 on our defense is mean.
Yes.
Number 1, soft. 2, soft. 4, soft. 5, 6, 7, 8. And pretty much everybody else that played defense was soft. Yep. 3's the only one that came with his pads tonight and stood on his business.
Yes.
And stood on business. There was one member of the Alabama Crimson Tide that stood on business tonight. That was number 3 for the defense, and I'll give it to number 11 on the offense.
And I'm going to say this.
Everybody else.
Number 3 on the defense was a transfer from Michigan, by the way. We didn't recruit that guy. We got him in the transfer portal. So is that saying something about what we're doing recruiting-wise? I mean, it's a fair question to ask. There's a mentality that's not there.
It's development. I think it's more so development. I think it's the mentality, because I didn't see Kane Womack. Like, they didn't show Kane Womack at all on the sidelines today. I didn't see him. I thought that was interesting. Why didn't we see him? They showed Ryan Grubb, but they didn't show Kane Womack. I didn't see him firing up any of our defensive guys. I thought that was interesting. The zero fact of no Kane Womack presence might have been the question of the day. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think they showed Kane Womack once.
I don't recall it. Of course, I was so mad at that point, I may not have noticed it. I want to highlight some things I'm seeing over here in the comment section. We appreciate everybody for coming. It's hard to have focus and want to tune in after a loss like that. So we appreciate y'all being over here. Some great comments. Dirt Road Bigfoot said, "This is still my Crimson Tide team. I'm with you, brother. I'll always root for them, but I ain't got to like what they're doing, and I'll call it out when I see it." Felisa Edwards said, "This game made me sick to my stomach." That makes 2 of us. Linebacker play continues to play horrible. Yeah, 100%. Jeff Stapleton said he's got to eat crow and face the fire. Congrats, Florida State. Yeah. Well, hey, a lot of us eating crow right now, including the guys that just played. Game was
listen,
hot garbage. I agree.
I don't gotta eat crow. I don't gotta eat crow, and I don't gotta congratulate nobody. I'm still standing here saying Florida State. And Tommy Castellanos, our team might have not have stood on business, but there's a whole lot of alumni and a whole lot of fans that will stand on business.
I want to highlight something that Michael Fields said here. He said, "Why is it lifeless on the sidelines?" And you talked about that a little earlier. But when the rain started to get heavy, and they pan over to DeBoer, and he looks like he lost his puppy. And I didn't like the look of that, man, because he should have thought, all right, boys, it's time to get muddy. Let's mess them up. But no. That don't look like his mentality. He looked like he was scared. He looked shook. 6-0 said, when a head coach wastes 2 timeouts in the first quarter, that should raise alarm bells. Can't disagree. We looked unprepared. I mean, they did. They looked unprepared. No doubt about it. Didn't look like they even wanted to be there. It's so disappointing, man. So disappointing. I see Michael Fields says Proctor isn't a tackle and he isn't a first-round pick. He wouldn't be for my team. Not if I'm picking. No, sir.
You know what?
We've had an O-line problem for a while now, too. You know, O-line and D-line. We've had problems in the trenches now for a few years. I don't know what it's going to take to fix it, but it needs to be fixed and addressed.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm watching these guys walk off the field, and ain't none of them really look like that they even care that they freaking lost. I think that's a coaching issue. I think that's a cultural issue. And the fact that everybody was so high on Noah Carter, didn't see him.
Didn't see him.
Like, here's what I know about youth. Youth is quick. Youth can make mistakes, but youth's not lazy.
No.
So, Kane Womack, this is a message to you and Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb. We need to go back to the drawing board, and I think we should probably just break out all the freshmen. And, yeah, because that shit was sorry.
I'd be fine with that.
That's about all I got to say about this. I'm not gonna shoot a horse when it's dead.
No, when it's dead.
It's just dead, man. That shit's dead. We'll get more into this on Tuesday night with the rest of the Avengers. Me and Van just want to come on here and air some of our light feelings.
Yeah, we'll get a little more technical, a little more breakdown Tuesday night. We're still recovering right now, to be honest with you. We're still mad that you're not gonna get no technical professional talk out of me right now. I'm pissed off. So it is what it is.
I need to get 24 hours
at least.
And like I said, like Ron Anderson said, he's a super fan, so am I. So I need a good 24 hours to decompress off this off what I just saw. So yeah. I wish everybody a great holiday weekend, the rest of their weekend. Thanks for coming in and joining me and Van Edwards in the Ivory Room for the Alabama postgame show, no matter how sorry ass that looked. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday night for the final whistle at 8 p.m. Central, Tuesday nights. And we're still going to end this show off the 2 words that icons and legends established the standard. Kalen DeBoer has yet to hit that. So we're still looking for the Bama standard. But like I said, this is the final whistle. We ain't got to worry about standards over here yonder. Roll daggum Tide.
Roll Tide.
Hit you with it. And don't be afraid to join us on social media, on our X, Facebook, Instagram. We're trying to grow the network. And yeah, be safe.